Just making sure, you know.
Yes, I need everybody here for this meeting. Your manager hired me to come in here and talk to you about what we're doing here, and so I got a few questions I want to ask you and see how things are going. So if you don't mind, we're going to record this so your advisor can see.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
So who's your advisor?
Ken Atchison.
Okay, Ken. All right, great. So how's everything going generally?
Pretty well. We had a setback this morning, but we're recovered well. We're going to be back up in 10, 15 minutes. We'll be up. We got all our services up and running again. We just got to put the VM into production. We're kind of holding off putting it into production until we're ready and feel like we're secure and ready to put it back out there. So,
okay, great.
That's for the failed hard drive, right?
Yeah, but I mean, there also is a series of injects. We're going to turn in about 7 injects all at once here. So, yeah.
Cool. How's everybody else feeling?
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, there's been no real
down for a little bit. That's all. Like,
yeah, there's been no real. There's been no real like hurry or
frantic moments.
Yeah, there's been no frantic moments where we don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
That's good. Keep your cool. Keep calm, collected. Communicate. Work as a team. So, what have you done to secure your branch office?
Well, the door, first of all, is locked. The branch office.
The branch office, Constantine.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't have any access to the branch office. All we have is access coming in from the branch office.
Yes.
Okay.
We restrict what DHCP releases go out, and we keep an eye on who's pulling DHCP addresses and what they're doing. And if we start seeing illegitimate traffic, like we start seeing port scans, or we start seeing a lot of stuff that shouldn't be coming from a normal client, we'll block them and then send out a message saying, hey, we blocked you for this reason. If you feel that this was an error, send us back. So we've been sending that out to the white team saying, hey, we blocked you because we saw that you were port scanning us, or maybe your host might be compromised. Contact us and we can work with you to try to fix your host if you got a virus, or if they're illegitimate, then we just blocked them. So
essentially what we're doing is we're scanning our network on 2 of our machines using a sniffing client, and so if we see any abnormal activity that comes from the branch office, we can just disable a machine or disable the entire network, depending on
how the attack, it might be a distributed attack, it might be a single attack, but we've been keeping a good eye on our branch clients and what they're doing, and like we said, if we see one that's abnormal, we block them and let them know, and then if we hear back, and if we don't, we don't. So
whenever possible, we don't have unnecessary remote login available from the branch office, so if they don't need a service, they don't get it, so that way
well, like obviously they don't need like SSH access to, for example, to our servers.
The remote login is also restricted, right? So
okay, great. Thank you. So what resources do you wish you had that you don't have available?
Internet on all the servers.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be so nice.
Internet access, yes.
Yeah.
Auto backup.
Well, I think if we had internet access...
What was that you said?
Auto backup.
Actually, some kind of RAID configuration on our servers. So that way, it's not a single drive failure.
Yeah, when the hard drive fails.
Have you had that happen?
Yeah, we had an inject that was a hard drive failure. So,
okay.
But it was single drive failure, so I guess one of the things I would be making a recommendation to the company is that we should invest in some RAID applications to reduce drive failure probability.
Okay. What about you? You got any remarks on that?
No, because they pretty much have said it all.
Okay. In the back, any comments on what you needed to have?
We're trying to get Snort up and running right now.
But we have that.
Okay. All right, so give me a summary of your most recent incident report and how you mitigated the issue.
I think, we secured our router by turning off Telnet and turning off SSH and only allowing the console cable. But at the time, we got a little distracted and left the SNMP public string left in there, and it had read-write access.
It was a distraction.
I know, but we never changed the password. Would you please let me explain?
It was a required service. First of all, we couldn't disable it because it was a required service for one of our injects. So for the
we left it public, which is the default SNMP string. And so what they did is use the tool, scanned and found that we still were responding to public, found out that it was read and write. Then they used the write commands to try to re-enable Telnet, and then they changed our enable password on the router. Luckily, we had an access list on the VTY lines, though, that said that Telnet wasn't allowed to be accessed. So they re-enabled Telnet, but the access list blocked them. Yeah. So after that, they tried to upload a new config to the router, but because of a parsing error, the config failed. So we changed our SNMP string to a different password, and they since have tried beating up on the public one again, but it's not there anymore. And we've also gone back and recovered our passwords and locked down the VTY interfaces again.
And we're also continually being ARP poisoned.
Yeah.
So that's a
Well,
recent
we have
thing,
static
but
ARP
it's
tables
continually-
now, though.
Okay.
Everything is in static ARP tables, so we no longer have that problem. I mean, we caught that yesterday happening pretty much right away when it started. So we moved everything from dynamic to static ARP tables.
So how many incident reports have you guys filed?
Probably about 4 or 5, I'd say.
Yeah, except for the reoccurring ones, we only filed them one time.
Yeah. We're not sure if we should keep sending reports in for the same attack over and over again.
If
We've
it's
done
not
things to mitigate
successful,
them. The attacks aren't successful after we mitigate them, but we do see them occurring, like attempting them over and over again. So we're not sure if we should be reporting things that are attempted but fail. If we've already reported it.
Yeah, we noticed port scanning on some of the machines while we were sniffing, but as long as nothing is found vulnerable and no service is compromised, if we find it necessary to file a report.
So just keep in mind to communicate. So what's your uptime percent on services?
DNS?
Well, DNS has basically been up the whole time.
Yes.
We've had a couple of issues with our web server. It was down for a brief period of time. But as far as we know, our external machine has been saying everything's good. I mean, we haven't had...
Mail server up 99% of the time. The first time I hit it down was today for
maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah,
maybe 10 minutes.
Since the recent hard drive failure, that's the
The,
only...
yeah,
the
yeah.
hard
Our
drive
biggest
failure.
downtime has been the hard drive failure, but that's about to be back up. So,
all the services on that machine.
but I'd say yesterday we were up. We were here 8 hours? So 7.5, 7 hours. We were up.
Close to it,
Everybody get enough sleep last night?
Yeah,
no.
Last night I did, yeah.
Daylight savings not
we got plenty of sleep.
So you having fun?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
enjoying myself.
Are we getting compromised while you're recording?
I hope not. All right. Good luck, guys.